Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Today we have a special guest on the show. This is Lee, or also known as Shifting Perceptions in the comment section. How are you today?
I'm good, Nick. Yeah. How are you?
We've been having a lot of fun today. We've been playing some guitar, listening to some music, and today I'm going to show Lee some shadow gallery. So the reason I wanted to show you this song is because I think I might have a theory there that Genesis, the song Entangled, inspired this song. So you'll be the judge at the end. Now, this is a very long song. This is 17 minutes of like prog. This is, I guess, more like neo-prog. You'll let me know what you think. And yeah, Shadow Gallery, for those who for those of you that don't know them, they appeared with Magna Carta at the same time like Liquid Tension came out. That kind of deal, So Magna Carta,
a little bit, just from you.
They released Enchant, Shadow Gallery, Liquid Tension, and some other projects that were like on the lines of Dream Theater and that kind of stuff.
Did they also
Kansas?
Okay.
Kansas.
Did they also do like compilation albums? Like, because I thought I remembered having a Genesis album that other artists did.
Yes. Okay. Actually, you know what? That's was the first time that I saw a Genesis tribute album. That was Magna Carta, and they
I may
also
have that one.
They did Rush, Working Man. They called it Working Man, and ELP. I don't remember what they called it, but yeah, I think they went out of business because it was just a risky project, just to do only prog.
Okay.
But they did the Kansas album, the one with the plane. There was a plane in a cornfield. Do you remember that?
Yes, but I can't remember the name of it.
Something Out of Nowhere or something like that.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, but you guys, I mean, I'm sure Tony will know what we're talking about. He's the prog master, pretty much. The metal prog master, because all you prog guys. So are you ready for this?
I am ready.
All right. Okay.
I'm
ready.
Then
if you want to pause, just give me a sign.
Chop.
Let's just okay. Here we go. Okay. So this is Shadow Gallery. This came out in 1992, and that's pretty much all we know, right? Okay. Here we go.
That's all I know.
All right. Let's go. If it's too loud, let me know. Okay.
Sounds like Andy LaRocque too.
Yes. King Diamond.
Until 1,000 years would pass and we traveled with such mystery. We'd see a light we'd never seen, all crowned with gold. Morning mist with tears of ice, see her coming down. All upon our knees, falling with the rain, it's coming for us. Falling with the rain, I was alone. See how she took us home. By her side, we'll stay. Shadows on the road, black and dark. Powerful and proud. Upon the silent maze of how I love her so, yeah, I can't let go. She is all I need. In the eyes I stay to my dying day. Oh.
Oh. It's so funny that he said so long because I was going to say it's been so long. I haven't heard this. I haven't heard this like, I don't know, maybe like, I mean, I've heard it since I've been with Alexia, but maybe I've heard it in 7 years, 8 years.
Okay.
It's a very
Has she heard this?
No, I think I should do another one. No, but it's like, I'm really surprised, but I was like, remember, like when I listened to a couple of chord changes in Entangled, it's like, this sounds like Shadow Gallery.
I can see where you're getting that
a
from.
little bit, right? I mean, not exactly.
Not the vocals or anything.
No, but just
the
like
guitars.
the feel, you know, that the arpeggi, the way he's arpeggiating and yeah, let's continue. Beautiful. And
yes.
I'd almost forgotten how good it is.
And I have to say, I'm very leery when you say neo-prog because normally I'm like, it's either the vocalists are going to be terrible or there's going to be like some cheesy keyboard in it, but I'm enjoying this so far. So
yeah, well, it's still there's a lot to go, but I think it's not gonna get any worse. But let's keep going. Like no, because there's a very heavy section in the middle.
Okay.
And let's see if you like that. But you're a metal guy,
yeah.
so I'm sure you're gonna like it. So
okay.
Let's continue.
Cool.
For so long, knew you had something more to say. All my night times full of dreams of you and I and falling rain. I know you so well.
It's beautiful. Sounds like a keyboard.
My queen of the city of a frozen love has never left her eyes. Long live my queen of the city of and alone her frozen love was carved in stone.
Wow, the harmonies here. Right?
Yep.
I had a dream, something I believe in. Always knew the day would come, and they would come, and they would go, and they would melt away. And in my dream, their fires burn. They tear my heart. Listen to the sad song she is singing now. Listen to the falling of the night and see she knows it's written in her eyes.
Love the harmonies.
Lately I've had feelings that are so hard to describe, like armies marching from the south, and all the while she's blind, she's falling, falling, falling.
I didn't know it was like per chapter. It's really cool.
So it came to pass that no more rain would fall.
Oh, now it has drums.
They come to bring us to our knees. With mighty fires they built around these cities' castle walls. Our city melts into a sea. So we run into the hills and far away to cry in vain. No, my queen.
Yeah.
You are my queen.
It's good, huh?
progression is great. Yep.
She slowly sinks into the sea.
They change it up more and more.
It reminds me so much of Andy LaRocque.
Yeah,
it
right?
really does.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Wow. Oh. Yes.
Oh,
I still remember.
this if you would have just played me this music, I would have been like, "This is King Diamond."
Really?
Seriously, this music is just.
It has a lot of King Diamond,
Yep.
like Andy LaRocque. That's what I like about King Diamond. His influence, you know, into the band has really marked the sound.
Yeah,
you know, of,
yeah.
of that band. That's why Merciful Fate sounds a little bit different. Or does it have Andy on guitar?
No.
Doesn't, right?
No.
Yeah.
At least not on anything that I know.
I mean, those chord progressions, also the sound on the guitar, that beautiful like reverb or delay. I think he's using, I don't know if those are like electric guitars or just electroacoustics with steel, but man, I'm literally like,
This is
enjoying
good.
this so much.
This is good.
And I haven't heard this like with headphones in forever. So
Uh-huh.
it's like, oh man, it's like listening for the first time.
Well, so I was just curious, is there anybody in this band that I would know or that's been like in other bands, or do you know?
No, they are. It's so cool because this band actually got a hold of us. Not a Shadow Gallery, but members, because they're not together anymore.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, the lead singer passed away very, very young, and they disbanded. But they're now another band. I could look it up, but I don't think you would know them. Let me see. There is a little bit here of information. So you know these people like Brent Alman, Chris Ingles,
No.
Carl Gadden James on the bass and flute. Mike Baker, he's the lead vocalist. He's the one that passed away, unfortunately. Gary, that's the guitar player. Let's see. And so I think, and also this album is like the lightest one because they got really heavy.
Oh, okay.
So I think they got more into the whole prog metal instead of neo prog.
Okay.
And we can also listen to that a little bit. There's actually a song where we have, you're not going to be a super fan of that, but James LaBrie
Oh,
makes an appearance.
sorry, everybody who's a fan. I'm just not. I have tried.
I know
just
a lot of
can't.
people have tried.
No, I mean, even so, I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw this video of in the court of the Crimson King, and I was like, oh, I love to hear cover versions just to see what people do different. And
Was
I'm
it
like,
James?
this name sounds really familiar. And the singing started, and I looked at the name, and it's James LaBrie. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I tried. I really have tried.
It's
but
such
I
a
can't.
weird thing because Dream Theater, I mean, being the musicians they are, and I
Their
mean,
music is wonderful.
yes, and I mean James as a singer, he's not a bad singer,
Mm-hmm.
but just the voice, and when he sings live, I don't understand anything, you know, but because it's not, I don't know if he slurs the words, but it's just the tone of his voice, and I think they wanted to go with something similar to like Geddy Lee, but Geddy
That's
Lee
hard
is
to find.
impossible to find.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think they went with the next best thing because they did have a vocalist on their first album, and I think they fired him some drinking and all.
Okay.
And then they stuck to James. But the first 3 albums sound a little bit different, and then he did have an accident, and then it's just.
Oh well, now I feel bad if it's not his fault.
Well, no, I mean it was after like his accident. He had like food poisoning, and after so much throwing up, he damaged his vocal cords.
Oh wow.
So,
okay.
yeah, but I mean,
well, now I kind of feel bad.
It's okay. No, but you know, it's like there's a couple of singers that I've heard in music, you know, that are not my faves. You know, like
Dave Mustaine.
Dave Mustaine. Well, Dave Mustaine, you know, it's like an acquired taste, I think, after a while.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, just like Bruce Dickinson, you know, it's an acquired. I remember the first time I listened to Bruce, I was like, it's too operatic. It's too much.
Oh, see, I liked his voice right away.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see, it's just like, I guess, I think it's like a thing like with Genesis, you know, some people never really got used to Phil. Some people never really liked Peter, you know, and they only like Phil.
Yeah.
It's like a matter of like.
And that's true because they did have, and I can't remember the guy's name, but they did have, when Phil Collins kind of went out in his solo career, they did record another album with another singer.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's called Calling All Stations. And everybody's like, this album sucks and they should never, you know.
Oh.
Well, they were just, you know, at the time, Genesis wanted to continue and Phil Collins was doing his own thing. But the album is very good. He's not Peter Gabriel. He's not Phil Collins. He's his own person.
That would be interesting to listen.
It's very different. It's very different.
Is it during the 80s?
90s, I think. Yeah.
That would be kind of fun.
It's a good album.
Okay.
But a lot of people, just because it's not Phil Collins.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's a shame.
I want to really now. I really want to listen to it.
You still need to hear their first album, like from Genesis to Revelation.
I know
Yeah.
that is also completely different. No Peter, right?
Oh no, Peter's on it.
Peter, but no Tony or
no. Tony's on it. There was no Steve Hackett.
no
on
Steve. Oh,
it. But the music is so different. They're all like 3-4 minute like pop songs, but it's so good. But you recognize the voice, but that's it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't recognize that it's Genesis.
Well, I did a reaction to the remember I did a reaction just a couple of days ago. It's called Happy
the Man. Uh-huh.
Happy the Man.
Uh-huh.
I really liked that, but it was obviously
different.
I thought there was Cat Stevens.
Oh,
It
really?
sounded like Cat
Okay.
Stevens on that track, just because it's very low, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but you guys let us know. So let's.
I'm sure they will.
We have another 9 minutes to go.
Sorry.
Here we go. No, we do long format here. You guys know. I mean, for those of you who love this channel, it's all about talking.
Well, and when Nick invited me over, he goes, "I think we're going to make the longest video because both of us like to talk." So
yeah. No, but it's we're 18 minutes so far. But hey, it's a nice podcast. It's a good thing. Here we go. All right. Now, do the lyrics would you like to?
No, this is fine.
With lyrics or without?
This is fine.
Because sometimes the lyrics kind of throw me off.
I used to, when I would buy an album, I would grab the lyric sheet, lay on my bed, grab my headphones, and just
always
read. Yeah.
Always. Like that's almost like a lost art.
It is, because I don't do that anymore. Like even when CDs came out, you can't. It's hard to read.
Or there's no booklet at all.
Yeah, and now I don't even know song titles anymore.
Yeah, with digital, it's
song 8.
Yeah, it's song 8. Yeah. That's so true. All right.
So yeah, this is fine.
Okay, good. I did not remember that.
Oh, really?
but I'm on
yeah.
guitar.
I love that.
Yeah. Very King Diamond again. Yeah. I kind of forgot about this part. It's very good.
It's nice reliving stuff you haven't heard in a long time, isn't it?
Oh. Man of War. Oh,
Somewhere.
nice.
Out beyond the dark clouds and the snow-covered mountains in the distance, the dawn is breaking. And with it, the hearts of 1,000 grieving peasants as they kneel at the shore of what was once their beautiful city of ice. And somewhere, far below the surface of the steamy sea, lies their queen. As to her fate, no one knows.
I think this is not on the lyrics.
Yeah.
I love that though. Very nice.
Look, the water's freezing over into a sea of ice.
Wow.
Oh, my queen. I have nothing but bitter memories of the times before we met, when my life was cold and barren, and I would waste days at a time crying for that which I did not have, and I would lose endless nights of sleep. And during these times, I would look to the sky, for I knew one day you would come to me. Oh, but once you came, I never thought you would ever leave me. Ever, ever, ever.
Very cinematic, the whole thing.
What's that?
Very cinematic, like. Oh, it's gonna. I think it's gonna resume here.
Here I stand, I'm all alone now, cursed by fate. I burn my wings and I can't fly. All around I see our eyes. Who could it be? She waits for me, yeah. But I'm never gonna find out, am I? So long, farewell. We are leaving on our way now.
The guy has a good voice. Like.
Very nice.
So long, farewell. We are leaving on our way now.
I thought I was doing it on its own.
Yeah,
This is good.
And so, as my people leave me by the sea of ice, I know in my heart we will never again meet. I am staying here with my queen, my sorrow masked only by my joy, for she is dead, but she is here.
Very interesting.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Me too, man. Oh my god.
The harmonies were great.
Yes. Like I'm very like it was almost like listening. I mean I did remember a lot, but let me just stop it here. There we go. Because I don't want another song to kick in. It was gonna be Opeth, but so yeah,
Well,
I mean
they're good too.
yeah. The harmonies were amazing. I mean, the singing of this guy. Oh my god. The middle section was a little hectic.
I loved it.
You loved it?
Oh, of course.
Really?
The more hectic, the better.
Yeah. It was but really cool. Like, and it reminded me a little bit of like. Oh god, no! Oh god, wait. Oh, okay, we'll be right back. Shit. Wait. All right. So yeah, we were talking about the song and Alexia called. So yeah, little cut there. But so what else did you like? So you like the heavy part. You like the. So did it remind you a little bit of Genesis?
It reminded me more of King Diamond. Believe it or not, yeah.
But that's cool though, because now that I listen to the song, I wouldn't say yes. Entangled, yes, there's a little like air to it, is how you say it, because in Spanish you say there's a little air to it. But yeah, I wouldn't say they're very similar because of the heavy part. There's not really like a lot of harmony singing in that Genesis song. It's more
well, there is in the chorus.
There is.
Yeah,
Okay.
there definitely is in the chorus. And the thing about Entangled is it's like Entangled, Ripples, and Snowbound. To me, there's just a feeling to those songs. It's like just I don't know what it is. I don't know what they did with the mix or whatever, but they're just
and that and
goosebumps.
I mean, also that keyboard solo by Tony.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was just obviously not in this, and that for me is like the ultimate kicker of the song. It's just it almost like it's like a psychedelic experience. That solo is beautiful and very unique in like the Genesis setting, because usually it's more classical. That is more like a psychedelic.
Yeah.
I feel, but I'm so happy.
Yeah, no, this was great. It was a great song. I love the vocals. I love the harmonies. The music was just awesome. The chord progressions.
Would you do another reaction? I mean, not right now, but ever. Yeah.
To them?
Gallery?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Then I've succeeded my mission, because I wanted you to
usually
like,
do.
Yeah. I mean, when I play music for like Alexia, that's like I'm happy when she at the end she's like, oh, I really like it, you know. So I'm happy that you liked it. And
I have to say, Nick told me before we started, he's like, if you hate it, just be honest and say you hate it. I'm like, I will.
yeah. What we try to be as honest as possible on the channel. And there's been some pieces of music where I've like, no, I just don't feel it. And then sometimes I re-listen to that and I'm like, that's actually very good.
Yeah,
You know,
we were
like
just talking about that squonk.
with
Yeah.
Squonk. You know, I would almost say it's my favorite. It's my favorite song of that album. Let's say it's not my favorite song, but it's my favorite song.
Probably,
and
it's probably my after Ripples. That's my favorite.
Yeah, and it was my least favorite song of that Genesis album. So it's like, I guess you just grow and you listen to, and you re-listen, and
Well, sometimes I think it's just where you're at, or you
Yeah.
know, the timing. It may not be like what you're up for.
it's totally
Because it's not. It's a long song, but it's very repetitive. It's not very proggy.
Yeah, yeah.
And you were probably, based on what you heard, you were probably expecting more
I
of
think
that.
I
Like
was-
Dance on a Volcano is totally prog.
And I was totally expecting something like, we were still in the Peter Gabriel era at that time, something like, you know, Carpet Crawlers or
Yeah.
something. I think I was expecting more of that. And when I heard Squonk the first time, I was just like, wow, this is so poppy. And, you know, but now, man, I love it.
Yeah.
I actually would love to make a reaction and just, you know, point out what I really like in
Yeah.
that song.
Yeah.
But again, thank you so much, all you prog lovers out
And
there.
thank you.
Oh,
This was awesome.
Yeah. So if you, hey, let us know if you would like to see more videos. Of course, with Lee, I think he's a great guest. You know,
Oh, thank
he knows
you.
a lot about music.
You're a
Thank
great
you
host.
so much for teaching me. You know so much. No, really, honestly, and thank you so much for watching. And I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, give it a like, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you feel like. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.